The air changes as you cross into Palestine, a shift you feel in your bones. It's as if the very atmosphere is charged with a different kind of energy, a mix of anticipation and tension. The landscape, too, begins to tell a different story, one of resilience and history. The road becomes a threshold, marked by the quiet scrutiny of a checkpoint. Here, the mundane act of crossing a border is laden with significance. Soldiers stand watch, their eyes scanning each face, each vehicle as if searching for hidden stories. The checkpoint is a place where time seems to slow down, where every moment is stretched thin by the weight of uncertainty. Movement here is a privilege, not a right, and the landscape seems to hold its breath. Barbed wire and observation posts punctuate the scenery, silent reminders of the ever-present tension. The roads, though empty, are filled with the echoes of countless journeys, each one a testament to the human spirit's endurance. As we drove toward Ramallah, honey-colored hills and ancient olive trees unfolded, their roots deeper than any conflict. These trees, some of which have stood for centuries, are witnesses to the land's tumultuous history. They stand resilient, their branches reaching out as if to embrace the sky, offering a sense of continuity and hope. Against this beauty, the separation wall loomed, gray concrete covered in graffiti, watchtowers standing silent. The wall is a stark contrast to the natural landscape, a man-made barrier that divides and isolates. Yet the graffiti tells its own story, one of resistance and resilience, of voices that refuse to be silenced. The real welcome came from the people. A stop for coffee became a conversation, a father sharing pride in his children's successes. In these moments, the human spirit shines through, offering warmth and hospitality that transcends the barriers. It's in these simple acts of kindness that the true essence of Palestine is revealed. This warmth, this hospitality, is a quiet act of defiance, a celebration of life amid division. Sharing a meal, offering tea, or simply extending a hand in friendship becomes a powerful statement of unity and resilience. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit remains unbroken. In crossing, I began to understand, Palestine is a land of dualities, where beauty and hardship, history and hope coexist every day. The minarets and rooftops tell stories of faith and endurance, while the markets buzz with the vibrancy of daily life. Children play behind the separation wall, their laughter a poignant reminder of innocence amid conflict. This is a place where every moment is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Travel here isn't freedom, it's strategy. Permits, checkpoints, and color-coded IDs dictate every journey. A 20-minute trip can stretch into hours of waiting, uncertainty, and patience. Fatima, a student, leaves hours early for class, never sure if she'll make it. Her story is the norm. Modern highways bypass Palestinian towns while older roads funnel locals through endless checkpoints. Geography becomes a maze, families separated by a few miles, yet days apart by bureaucracy. This fractured landscape shapes every aspect of life, work, love, even medical care. Yet people persist, connecting through technology, sharing stories, and hoping for open roads. Here, a journey is never just a journey, it's an act of endurance and hope. Ramallah pulses with energy, a city alive with ambition and creativity. Modern buildings and traditional markets blend. Cafes buzz with young people and ideas. Art here is essential. Galleries and music express identity, memory, and resistance. The city feels open, yet invisible walls remain. Permits restrict travel even to nearby Jerusalem. An entrepreneur told me, "I run a global business, but I can't attend a conference next door." This is Ramallah's duality, hope and frustration, connection and confinement. Residents seize every moment of normalcy, dancing, building, loving fiercely. The city's rhythm is resilience, a refusal to be silenced. Ramallah's heart beats on, defiant and alive. Bethlehem, famed for peace and known as the birthplace of hope, now stands in the shadow of a towering wall. Once pilgrims and travelers flocked here, drawn by the promise of tranquility and the echoes of ancient stories. Today the city's skyline is dominated by concrete and barbed wire, a stark reminder of the divisions that shape daily life. The separation wall slices through neighborhoods, its concrete surface covered in protest art and murals. These vibrant images are more than just decoration. They are acts of defiance, messages of hope, and cries for justice. The wall, meant to divide, has become a canvas for voices longing to be heard, each brushstroke telling a story of resistance and resilience. Inside the Church of the Nativity, reverence lingers, echoing centuries of faith. Pilgrims kneel in quiet prayer, seeking connection to something greater. But outside, the streets are quieter than before. Tourism has dwindled, and with it, the livelihoods of many families who once welcomed the world to their doorsteps have been threatened. The contrast between sacred tradition and harsh reality is felt in every corner. The walls graffiti, angels, doves in bulletproof vests, and children reaching for the sky, speaks of longing for freedom. These images are symbols of hope and sorrow, reminders that even in the face of barriers, the human spirit dreams of flight. Each mural is a silent protest, a wish for peace, and a testament to the creativity that flourishes even in confinement. Walking beside it, the wall feels like a scar on a city built on hope. Its presence is impossible to ignore, casting a long shadow over daily routines. Yet for many, it is also a reminder of what has been lost, and what must be reclaimed. The wall divides families, friends, and futures, but it cannot erase the memories or the dreams that persist on both sides. Yet, families living in its shadow welcome visitors with warmth and generosity, sharing tea and stories of resilience. In their homes, laughter and conversation fill the air, defying the heaviness outside. These moments of hospitality are acts of quiet courage, reminders that kindness can flourish even in the most challenging circumstances. Their faith is not just religious, but a belief in the human spirit's power to endure. Whether in prayer, in conversation, or in the simple act of sharing a meal, the people of Bethlehem demonstrate a resilience that transcends walls. Their hope is rooted in community, in tradition, and in the belief that better days are possible. In Bethlehem, hope is a daily act, not just an ancient story. Children play in the shadow of the wall, shopkeepers open their doors each morning, and neighbors gather to support one another. Life continues, shaped by hardship but defined by perseverance. Every day, the people here choose to believe in a future beyond the barriers. The city's spirit persists, even as concrete divides. In the face of separation, Bethlehem's people hold fast to their faith, their traditions, and their dreams, proving that walls may shape the landscape, but they cannot contain the human heart. Jerusalem is a sensory experience: prayers, spices, ancient stones. In the Old City, faiths converge. Muslim, Christian, Jewish lives intertwine in narrow alleys. Yet beneath the surface, divisions run deep. Palestinians in East Jerusalem face insecurity. Residency can be revoked, movement is restricted. A shopkeeper told me, "This city is in my blood, but I feel like a guest in my own home." Permits separate families, invisible walls dividing lives. For Palestinians, staying in Jerusalem is an act of resilience, teaching heritage, opening shops, tending gardens. They hold on to their place in this contested city, determined their story endures. Palestine is split, the West Bank and Gaza, two realities worlds apart. Gaza, sealed off and devastated by conflict, is often called the world's largest open-air prison. Aid workers describe resilience amid ruin, doctors operating by phone light, teachers in bombed schools, families surviving on little. Nearly everyone is displaced, struggling for water, food, and shelter. Young people know only confinement. The sea is visible but unreachable. Families are divided, one child in Gaza, another in Ramallah, connected only by phone. Weddings, funerals, daily life, missed, pixelated, distant. Gaza's story is not just hardship, but fierce creativity and hope against despair. Here, survival itself is an act of resistance. Amid uncertainty, food and family are anchors in Palestinian life. Hospitality shines at the table, meals of makluba and musakan are rituals of connection. Every dish tells a story, linking generations and land. Markets overflow with produce. The olive harvest is both work and cultural celebration. Music and dance, dabka, oud, and modern beats are the heartbeat of joy and identity. Family bonds are strong, extending across generations and distances. Community is the safety net, providing resilience in daily struggles. Evenings bring laughter and stories, moments of peace and strength. Here, the power of love and connection endures, no matter the circumstances. To visit Palestine, come prepared. Entry requires online authorization, and travel advisories change quickly. Insurance must cover the occupied territories. Healthcare can be limited. Safety means awareness. Avoid demonstrations, carry your passport, and respect checkpoints. Dress modestly, especially at religious sites, and be mindful during Ramadan. The best experiences come from engaging with locals. Hire guides, stay in family guest houses, eat local. Listen to stories, ask questions, and let your assumptions be challenged. This is not passive tourism. It's an immersive, human journey. Remember, you're a guest in a place under pressure. Be patient, humble, and kind. Travel with respect, and your presence can be a gesture of solidarity. Leaving Palestine, you carry the weight of its stories and the resilience of its people. The land lingers with you, the olive groves, the ancient stones, the laughter echoing in narrow streets. Every step away is heavy with memory, with the faces of those who remain, holding on to hope in the face of adversity. The injustice is clear, walls, waiting, stolen futures, but so is the unbreakable will to live with hope. These barriers are not just concrete and steel, they are daily reminders of struggle, yet also of the courage it takes to dream beyond them. Hope here is daily, a teacher opening a school in rubble, determined to give children a future, even when the world outside seems uncertain. In every lesson taught, there is a quiet defiance, a belief that knowledge can be a form of resistance. It's an artist painting a wall, transforming scars into color, telling stories that refuse to be silenced. Art becomes a voice for the voiceless, a way to reclaim space and identity. It's a farmer planting for the future, nurturing olive trees whose roots run deep, symbols of endurance and connection to the land. Each seed planted is an act of faith in tomorrow. It's children laughing in refugee camps, their joy undimmed by hardship. Their games a testament to the human spirit's ability to find light in the darkest places. It's families sharing feasts with strangers, opening their homes and hearts, offering hospitality as an act of resistance and love. In every shared meal, there is a sense of belonging and dignity. This hope is quiet, fierce, and deeply personal, a resistance to despair. It lives in silent moments, in determined glances, in the refusal to give up. The beauty of Palestine is in its people, their grace and hospitality. Despite hardship, they greet you with warmth, reminding you that kindness can flourish even in the harshest conditions. They ask for solidarity, not pity, for understanding, not charity. Their struggle is not for sympathy but for justice and recognition. They want to be seen as human, not as a political issue. Each person is a story, a dream, a life deserving of dignity and respect. Our task is to listen, learn, and bear witness, to keep their stories alive, to honor their truth, and to share it with the world. In doing so, we become part of their hope. The thread of hope here is strong, a bridge no wall can sever. It stretches across generations, carried by every act of courage, every dream for peace, and every voice that refuses to be silenced.